So they told me that there was a kid from Iowa. He was disseminated Hasidus among the masses, and Ben Shomaila had a dim and a mishpat whether or not he was doing the right thing. So he asked, okay, when I get out of prison, should I stop? So he said to him, no, since you started, you should continue, and you should spread out your Hasidus when the Mashiach comes, and the son of the Alter Rebbe, he was also in prison for what? The exact same thing. So there already was a din, there was a judgment, there was a mishput, and they had the Pesach din, came out that he should do it, continue doing it. Doing what? Spreading Hasidus. So what is the reason then that later his son, the Alter Rebbe's son, Baal Tanya and Shulchan Aruch, was again in prison? For what reason? For the exact same thing. So if there was a din, a judgment for his father, with Baal Tanya and Shulchan Aruch, and he came out successful, how come there could be another judgment? It was when we went through with it. The reason is, it's like the Gemara and the Mishnah. The Mishnah is concise, and the Gemara elaborates. The Alter Rebbe wrote to Tanya, it's like the Mishnah. The son, the middle Rebbe, was like the Gemara. So therefore, he had a greater task than the Alter Rebbe, the Baal Shulchan Aruch, and the Tanya. What is Hasidus? Why should we learn Hasidus? You can ask the question, we didn't have it until then, and to such an extent, what do we need now? And the answer is, because the world became darker. So the previous illumination was not sufficient to counter the negative atmosphere that was in the world. And therefore you needed a greater light and a greater illumination. And this greater light and illumination was the Mittler Rebbe. And it's a mitzvah to spread out and to disseminate the Hasidus. And the Baal Shem Tov went into the Heichel for Mashiach, and he asked Mashiach, "Hey Mosai Ko'osi Mar, when were you going to come?" Mashiach answered him, "Mashiach mein Eisecho Putzu." When you spread out your well springs, it's known that it's Putzu, someplace that has no shaykhs, that has no contact. They tell a Maisa story that the Baal Shem Tov was on Yom Kippur, and there was a critical Maila above. There was a judgment against the Baal Shem Tov. What was the judgment? That he encouraged, the Baal Shem Tov encouraged the people, the Yid, that were living, as they called it, the Luft people, living from the air. They didn't have any steady parnasa, a steady income, that they should settle and on the land, and they should occupy themselves with agricultural work. This agricultural work, the Milo, the above, there was this din, the cheshbon, a judgment on the Baal Shem Tov. What's going to happen to them? What's going to happen to them? No yeshiva, There's no road. There's no cousin. There's no mile. Everything has to be imported. They'll forget. They'll assimilate. And what will happen to their Judaism, to the Yiddishkeit? And all of a sudden, when they were having, there was this sin, on the Baal Shem Tov walks in, a agricultural worker, a young fellow, and he sees the atmosphere in the shul. It was a charged atmosphere. And he had to do something. His neshama was waking up, and he gives a scream, Kukariko, Kukariko, Kukariko. And the Baal Shem Tov steps back, finishes his Shemona Esra. The Gezerah is broken, and they were able to continue and to finish up the meal of Yom Kippur. Because why? This agricultural worker, he showed, and his feelings, his neshama is alive, and it's waking, and they can wake up other neshamas too. So that took away the Gezerah. The previous Rebbe also, he was arrested because he needed more light in the world, and for the exact same reason that his father was arrested. And he showed that he came out victorious, that no matter what, a Jew has a neshama, a pidyon or yid, and sometimes it takes an extraordinary circumstances to bring it out. And we see in Gaza now, he's a colony. People had no shaykhs, had no contact with religious Jews. All of a sudden, where they're going to battle with tzitzis hanging out, he's going and wearing a talus cotton, putting on tefillin. This alone was enough to raise the Gezerah that we should finish up the campaign, and the enemies of the Jews, and all common people, should be very soon squashed, and we should reserve it to the Gula Shalema regarding knowledge.
Joseph got 2 extra years in jail because he asked for the shop to remember it. He did. Got 2 extra years in jail because he asked the shop to remember it.
He wasn't allowed to really allow anything to check.
He's a designated governor.
You're hired.
Why change the
There's a
best?
good letter the rabbi wrote when he was in jail. It's called The Days of Life. You read it? Yeah. The 7th time. He wrote about it for the 7th time. He said that the period which most profoundly affects the person's soul and development of his family is rich in suffering, persecution, diligent passion, toward an ideal, particular when one is struggling, battling his persecutors and oppressors to hold the strength of his faith. And then he says each and every event in such period is free from whatever one. But he talks about jail, and he says that each and every event in such period is significant. And distinguished particularly in the case of the prison. He says because of their great spiritual value, not only the days and nights, but also the hours and the day for every hour of pain, affliction, and suffering, there's tremendous rewards in order to be all this also unspeakable event is transformed in mighty way. So it's almost like to be a serious, like, Hasid or Tzaddik, you gotta go to prison. Because if you don't experience that, your soul will get strong.
It says not only be free, whatever is called being a Jew.
Well, look, every serious one, Joseph went to jail. Every serious person is supposed to die in prison at some point.
Adinai Shi, Amel Yaneinu, Kareno, Adinai Shi, Amel Yaneinu, Kareno, Adinai Shi, Amel Yaneinu, Vim Kareno, Misnadav is Kadash Merabo, Yahweh, Yom, Musa, Yamama, Musa is Mount Shi, that I ate, and I make the Paul Basis, Izdarał wyskadasz nie na dłoń. O, moim razu, wyjamy moku, złysma, to pan wyparmy się i zdaka jej, Oj, słyszony, ja słyszony, Then we may want to go jog and get up your population. Yeah,
Tomorrow, so, Catholic is 9 o'clock. 7 o'clock. 7 and 9. We have a 7 a.m. in the morning and we have a 9 a.m. Before, 10 minutes before 9, there's a Tanya learning, and after, there's a halacha. Everybody have a good night. Oh, yeah.